Okay. So, good evening, everyone. This is your host Ashish, and today we are again live with iGenPod TV. iGenPod TV is a medium where we bring in kids who are talented and who have done something which is very, very different in their field, and they get a chance to showcase their talent and also talk about their talent. Today we have Alexia with us, a very talented kid who has written her own book, and we would get to know about it. We'll get to know how she started writing it and how she actually finished the book and has actually published it. Because it's very important to know the steps, and we would understand how her thought process was around it. So, Alexia, thank you so much for taking your time out. It's lovely to meet you. And can you quickly give an introduction of where you are from and what's your age and other things?
So, hello, I'm 9 years old and I come from Bratislava in Slovakia.
That's great, Alexia. So, Alexia, tell us about your book name. Like we would, we shall get directly into it. What's your book name, which you have written recently?
My book is called Planet Supila and it's about three friends that discovered the new world underwater.
Oh, nice, nice. So, Alexia, tell me this thing. Like, when did you start writing this book? How much time did it take to complete this book? Can you tell us about that?
I started writing this book about 2 or 3 months ago.
Yeah. Okay. And before writing this book, do you read a lot of books, or how did the thought process of writing it in a flow? Because it's very important that when we write the book, the flow has to be there. That you have to start from a particular introduction of the characters, and then there is a story which gets built up. Then there is a scenario which comes in. So how or what you do you read a lot of books, and what did help you in building this book actually? Like, how did you write this book? We would love to know that.
So, I read a lot of books and I read about three friends somewhere and about different planets. So I tried to combine the stories together. I created that.
Okay, can you our users would be and the people who are watching this episode will be super excited to know this thing, that you started writing this book 2 3 months back. How did you start? Like you did tell me that you read somewhere about the three characters and the planets. But how we would like to know more, that how did this journey happen? Like when you started, how did you build all these things up? How did if your parents helped you in this thing, how did they help you? So we would like to understand this particular stuff from you. If you can throw some light on that.
So I just created this book because my parents told me a lot of stories, and I also wanted to make them happy with my own stories.
Oh, that's great. That's great. And Alexia, can I have your mom, if she is nearby? We can talk to her also. If she's there. Yeah.
Hello,
Hello.
everybody.
Ma'am, so I was talking to Alexia and was getting to know about her book, which she recently launched. So we would like to understand, ma'am, more from you, that how did the process start? Like, where did she pick up these writing skills, and what was the process? Like, because it's really important for the parents and the kids who are watching this to know where to start from, because it's really important. The start is really important, and then you can actually build those blocks up. But that particular start, how did it start? What was the thought process? How did you guys help her to build this book till the end? We would love to know all of that.
Okay, so we realized probably when she was 3 years old that she has that talent. And she was always, that time, not able to write, but she was drawing stories. And she always asked me or my parents that, hey guys, help me to write the story. So she had already those graphics laid out, and she was just asking us to write. And then later, when she was able to write, she was doing her own stories. So probably from very young age. So parents should be aware and should really look for that talent and just nurture it. Yeah. Of course, you should not push too hard, but you have to naturally observe and then support the child.
A very valid point, I think, ma'am, there that nurturing the talent is really, really important, and actually helping the kids to actually identify their talent, because as parents, you could see that and you can actually understand. Kids would be like they are interested in so many things that they will never be able to identify that this is actually my talent. So what did you do to help Alexia in this part? What was your role in this whole book writing and coming out with this complete book? If you can throw some light on that.
Yeah, as Alexia already said, that we love to read in the family. So reading is a part of our life, and we always tell stories. We discuss many things. So she has it somehow inside of her. So parents should really read a lot to the kids and let them read a lot. So when you read a lot, you are able to then probably write better, express yourself, to have very broad vocabulary. So reading is a key to me. Also, kids have their own fantasy. So you should not really stop that, but you should support it. They have their world, they see different things. Many times I'm just surprised what they can really imagine. So secondly, to really let them open that fantasy world. And on the other hand, also they have to let them speak about that and discuss their ideas, and you may somehow slightly correct or give your opinion, but at least be there and support all through the way.
So, ma'am, you said correctly. I think reading is really important, and getting into the reading books. Reading a lot of books gives you that clarity, and the kid can start actually imagining and writing those things. And it's really important at the end of the day for every part of the whatever you do and whatever you pick up in your life. Reading skills helps you a lot. So apart from that, ma'am, can you tell us the process of when she started writing the book, how you helped her? Like she started with the introduction, with the characters which she brought in, and how did the whole build up happen? Because I just want our viewers to understand that how that book came into being, and then we can talk a little bit about the book so that they can actually go and read the book and they can buy the book from you.
Okay, so to be very specific about this book, Planet Subila, she wrote it during COVID pandemic. So we were locked down at home, and she was having her online classes, and she loves English class, and they write and they read a lot. And then when she was after the school time sitting in front of a computer, she was just writing, and this is how it started. I think naturally that came during that lockdown period. Mm-hmm. On the other hand, she was also telling me many times that we are closed down. Maybe some other kids also can be bored, have nothing to do. So I think that was actually bringing up that idea of writing something. Later on, we discussed that she would really like to also give away those books to kids that maybe are in the hospital or where they cannot really do many activities, so they can at least read and have fun with the story. So she started that process herself. But exactly as I said, you have to observe, and you see that the child is doing something, then you engage in discussion. What are you doing? How is it going? And that's how she started. Of course, from her school, she already knows how to lay the story. So she knows that there must be logical sequence. It's easy. There must be always a start, a middle, and the end to the story. Many times she's just twisting and putting those words and tales and making the story. So she knew that background, the grammatical background, how to lay the story. So it was more about then working on that fantasy. And sometimes we were just sitting and we were just discussing that, is this okay? Mommy, do you understand it? Can you envision it? She was describing all the colors, all the things, all the feelings about the book, and that's how it was coming up more. She told me, I have some idea. She ran to the computer, she wrote it again, she makes some notes. So it was somehow some creative storming.
And ma'am, I also, as far as I know, English language, is it included in her curriculum where she's studying, or she learned it online by herself? Like she knows multiple languages, so just wanted to understand on that part.
Yeah, her school is Cambridge International School. Is actually school with the Cambridge curriculum. So it's fully in English. So she is speaking daily English. So that was very natural. She actually can express herself better in English. Yeah, if I may say, but also equally in Slovak,
That's
our local language.
Yeah, that's the national language. When I just wanted to introduce quickly what iGenPod does. So iGenPod has we have a lot of kids internationally and nationally coming together and actually building up on their communication skills when they do know how to speak English, but we help them to become very fluent in speaking English. And this we do through live online classes where we help them to build that confidence while they're speaking, and we help them to build their personality skills. Coming to the book, ma'am, like where is the book available if any of the viewer wants to buy it? Have you actually launched it on Amazon or somewhere? If you can tell the viewers.
Yeah, we launched it on Amazon. Of course, we still, Lexi has a website where people can also order the book directly. What's the name of the website?
AlexiaEvansBooks.com.
So she has a website, but mainly Amazon. We are also active on Instagram, Facebook, so people can really use different sources.
Okay, and I think kids who are watching this should should learn from this, where kids from around the world, they actually are utilizing this time, though the pandemic has has created a lot of trouble, but it actually have helped people to actually learn new skills and develop new skills. And Alexia has written a book during this time, so that's great, Alexia. Ma'am, apart from that, I would like to know, it would be my last question, and then we can get, if you want to talk about the book a little bit more, we can talk about that. But from my side, this would be the last question. Like, what is your advice to the parents and the kids who are watching this, who want to, someday write, put down their thought process in terms of a book? Like, if you have any advice for them.
Okay, to me, and you can add, Lexi, but I think they should read a lot, and reading is a wonderful skill. They should not be afraid. You have to have the drive, the energy, the power to go and chase your dreams. So whatever you want to do in life, do not stop, do not give up. You may fail, maybe some people will not be so supportive, but you have to continue and the success will definitely come. That's basically what I will suggest.
And what do you like to share, Alexia, with the kids who are watching this? A little bit of advice from your side.
I would like to say the kids should really use their imagination, because they really can imagine different things that are not happening now or that will happen in the future somewhere else. So different adventures and fantasy.
And they should keep reading, right? Okay, thank you so much, Alexia, for that advice. And I think kids should definitely put their imaginative selves to the books, and whatever they want to write or draw, they should do that. Apart from that, great advice from you, ma'am. Do you want to talk a little bit about the book and want to share something with the viewers before we end this episode?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
So, let's see, the book is about
three friends that found a new world and made a new friend, and the planet is really different from Earth, and they try to get home, but they don't know if they can make it.
So guys, you have to read that to see if they can make their way, find their way home.
Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your time, and thank you so much, Alexia, for sharing, this wonderful book which you have written with us. And we would definitely love to read it. Kids, whosoever is watching this episode, they should definitely go to Amazon and buy this book and read this book, because Alexia has done a lot of efforts to put down her thought and imaginative selves into this book, and you would definitely love reading it. Great, Alexia. We wish you the best. We wish you that you keep reading, keep writing books. Excellent in your career. And thank you so much for your time. Have a great day ahead. Thank you, ma'am.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.